This is my project called Baby PT, and so for this project what I did is creating a website that can change the colors and backgrounds of the website. So a quick demonstration is like this button. When you click it, it changes the font's color to blue. When I click this button, it will change the font style, and when I click this button, it will get the background color to green, and this button will get back to black. This will get it back to the original font, and this will get it back to the white background. And so the last button is to reset everything. So if I just click this and it resets. And so so looking at the code, what I did is on the HTML on the head, what I did is putting all the links for the whole fonts, so that it can get the font from Google Fonts. And then so here from the body, I have all the buttons all in order. So the first button, what it does is it calls the function when it on click. It means that when you click it, so it will call the function change font. So, and then the text on the button is change to blue. And then the function is located in JavaScript. So this change font, we need to find it. So here the function change font. What this does is the format is document.getElement by ID, and then in the parentheses it's font, because here what I want to change is the text of blue or black, and in the heading I just added the ID, and this way it will have this specific ID, so whenever I get the element it will always call this. And so then style.color equals blue, so it will change the color to blue. And then the same for all the other buttons. So here change style, it will call the function change style, which is here, and then it will get the element by ID, which is gets this text, and it will change the style font family to Arial. And then the next button is change background PG color, and this function is document and style background color, it changes to green. And then here is where I put the heading here in between the buttons. And then the next button is original font, which calls the original font function, which is here, and then it will get the text font, and then it will change the color to black. And then the original style, it calls the function original style, and it will get the font ID, and then it will change it back to Jatra 1. And then the original BG, it will call that function, and then it will set the background color to white. And then it has two line breaks in order to separate these buttons from the reset button. And then here it will call the reset function, and then here it's location.reload, and then it has to equal to true. So this is the hardest button that I think was from my code, because from all the other functions it follows the same or similar format. So like they all start with document, and then some just the body that will change the backgrounds, but the others will be get element by ID, which will get the ID and will do something with the ID, like changing the color or changing the font. But for the reset is completely different, so that's why it took me more time, because I had to know that it's location.reload. And then like on other websites I found that you don't need the true statement here, but it didn't work when I used this, so I had to spend a lot of time in order to perfect this reset button. And so in the CSS side, it's just body, which will change everything that is in the body, and then text align, and then center, which will align everything on the center, and then the font family will be to Jatra 1, and the cursive is there because this has to be the format in which the code will be able to read it and be able to put the font in like that. So this has been my project.